have to choose my player from 1 to 8 characters. Fuckface. Oh, really? Okay. Here does not work because it can't make a fucking save in the disc. How about we play Hexagon? How do you play Hexagon? You type in Hex. But never mind, because the fucking game doesn't work either. It is a game that fully works and is a full game. And it's also the game that is on the title of the stream for the game that I'll be playing the most of, even though I just did the fucking Hearts game for about 43 minutes at best. This is called Hugo Free. Or, well, you're gonna find out about the name soon enough. Ladies and gentlemen, Hugo Free, Jungle of Doom. Hugo and Penelope are returning home from their vacation at the cottage of Great Uncle Horace. Suddenly, a freak magnetic storm causes the compass in their light aircraft to spin wildly. Unable to navigate, Hugo loses all sense of direction. Finally, hopelessly lost over a South American jungle, the plane about to run out of gas, Hugo spots a clearing just big enough to land it. With fingers clutching the controls, he shouts, "Hold on, Penelope! We're going down!" Well, we made it, says Penelope with relief as she and Hugo survey the crash site. "I think I'll go off and explore a little," she continues. "Oh, don't wander too far," warns Hugo. "I'll inspect the airplane while you're gone." "Okay, honey," calls Penelope as she heads to the jungle. "And for goodness sake, change your clothes. They clash terribly with the scenery." She laughs. "Not like your fucking clothes. They clash the plants." Nothing much exciting happened here. Lots of trees and things. Some pretty flowers. Cute spider's web. She just stands there. Wonder how Hugo's doing fixing the plane. Here comes the spider. Eh! Help! Help! Hugo hears the faint cries for help and rushes to the rescue. A young native girl who happened to be passing by rushes onto the scene. This is gonna be tough for me. "I saw the whole thing. Your friend has been bitten by a dreaded tree spider. I'm afraid there is only one antidote, and it must be administered, but within 48 hours. "Do you have this antidote?" Hugo asks. "No. The only friend that can help your friend is water from a place we call the Pool of Life. It lies in a secret garden behind the waterfall along yonder path. I will tend to your friend while you fetch the special water. Now go, hurry!" The native girl points to the path behind her. "Oh, looks like it's up to you, old buddy. Better get going and find the antidote." Okay, so what's going to happen is I'm going to have to go back, which you can, and this is the only time you can ever go back, I believe. Go behind the plane, and this is what I'm going to have to use a walkthrough because I can't remember fucking shit about this game. The next thing I have to do requires me to use this. Look in plane. Okay. And now you're looking in the plane. Now, if you press look, the contents of the plane became a bit jumbled during the forced landing. However, you can make out the cockpit seats and the instruments, which still appear to be okay. You can also see some clay, some pins, a water flask, a billion cubes, a sandwich, and that's it. Now, if you play this for the first time, you wouldn't actually think to do this. You would do what the native girl said by just going forward. But, believe it or not, if you do not have these items immediately, you are going to fail this game. I wish I was kidding. Get cubes. Get flask. Let's have a look again. Oh, wait. Get clay. Look. What else is there? Pins and sandwich. Get pins and get sandwich. This will lead to 25 to 128 points you can get. So, leave plane. I forgot. I forgot how to get out of this shit. Fuck me. You see, it's common sense when you say leave plane because you're looking in the plane. So it's obvious leave plane would make sense. But in this game, what you're actually supposed to say is exit plane. And then he exits the plane on the other side of the plane. And then you can leave. I'm just... It is an old game, it's just that it is hard to understand the logic of this game on what you're supposed to do, which is why I'm using a walkthrough. Now as I go forward, and if I can... Okay, it doesn't give me the message, which it should, but if you look... Looking down into the chasm, you can see a fast-running stream far below. These appear to be a path crossing the stream, but there's no way to get down there the sides of the chasm from here. Okay, get down the side. The bridge looks a bit dubious. There's supposed to be a message that warns you that if you cross, the bridge will break, but it's not appearing for some reason, so I have no idea what's going on. But what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to tie the vines to the bridge. Okay, the bridge looks like they should support you now. Now we just need 100 more points, and we have 100% of the game. So let's go forward, and this will happen when we get to the other side. As you leave the chasm, you hear the sound of the bridge collapsing behind you. Oh dear, it looks like you'll have to find another way back to Penelope. We will, but for now, we're not going to bother. Now, I have to control like this with the keyboard because it's very awkward. Now, look. You are at the top of the cliff. There are two paths heading down and a path heading up toward the bridge. You can also see an old scroll. Pick up scroll. Okay. Look at scroll. The scroll appears to have some writing on it. He doesn't bother to read the writing, by the way, so don't bother. So now the location you're supposed to go to is unclear. You have no idea where to go, no idea what you're doing, no idea what the scroll does because you can't fucking read it. He just says there's some writing on it. You have no idea what you have to do with these items you got from the plane. You just don't know what the fuck you're doing. Not unless you really Bird, you gonna squawk again? Thank you. Really think about it. But then you see this. You are at the base of the cliff path. You can also see a golden bell. Pick up bell. Okay. That's 33 points. Now we can leave. Now, we'll see this waterfall, and if I press look, you can see a fast-running stream fed by a waterfall to the right. The water is too fierce to cross anywhere. Let me make sure the chat's open. On the other side of the waterfall, you can see a little path heading to the undergrowth. So if you try to go for that path, this happens. You can't cross. The water is flowing too swiftly, and you'll be surely swept away to your doom. So you can't do it yet. That's fine, though. And then you see this fucking thing, which is like, ghosts! You were at the mouth of a cave. Shut up. Shut up! The ca the ca the cave is very gloomy inside. However, you can make out some steep stone steps heading upward. An evil spirit appears to be guarding the entrance. And if you try to go near it, you cannot enter the cave while the evil spirit is guarding it, you fucking idiot. It's evil! Never go things near it that are evil. And then you see this boulder, and obviously you press look. You have reached the path which turns back on itself, and doesn't tell you anything about the boulder. So what do? I mean, there's nothing here, so you just go forward, right? That's what they want you to think, but if you do this, you're not going to be able to beat the game. No. All you have to do is just go behind the boulder and say, look behind boulder. You would never think about doing this, but if you do this, they'll say, my, we are thorough, aren't we? Well, just for you, there's a crystal ball lying behind the rock, glinting in the sun. You fetch it out. And it gives you a sound effect. And then you can take the crystal ball. Ladies and gentlemen, Mom just talked. And for once, she said something funny. Anyway, let's look here, because this looks interesting. You are at the outskirts of a native village. Well, at least we found where the native was originally. Let's go to our left, because I'm sure it's important. An elephant! You are on a jungle path. There is an elephant here who appears to be resting. It appears quite content and takes no notice of you. And there's an office note. Yes, I know there are no elephants in the Amazon. This one has just escaped from a zoo. Mom, the dog. Yeah, the dog got out again for the 5th time by himself. Anyway, if we go over here and we look, you have reached the banks of a fast-running stream. If there used to be a bridge here, it has long since disappeared. Looking into the water, you notice many small red fish, which you recognize instantly as flesh-eating piranhas. Well then. Now, you will naturally think to do this. Well, you would think to do this. Swing vines. And you get points for that. You don't get any points if you do it again, though. But you wouldn't think to do this, which is go behind here, which if you do, searching behind the plants near the water, you find an old worn book. You fetch it out. How the fuck you're supposed to know to look behind here to find a book is beyond me. But let's just grab book. So now we got a whole lot of items. So what do we do with them? I have no idea. But I'm sure we can figure it out by going to the native village next. And giving them give woman cubes. The native thanks you politely for your gift, but looks a little nonplussed. However, after you demonstrate its use on the meats, the natives are very grateful. The native hands you a blowpipe and some sleeping potion darts and warns, careful of these, there's enough potion to put an elephant to sleep. Okay, now we have to go this way, because we have to go this way. And I'm sure anyone who has played this game remembers this part. The witch doctor. Gotcha! From this hour, you are in my power! And witch trapped. Now then, this is where your game over is, if you don't have the items or know what the fuck to do. Because, if you don't have the items and you don't know what to do, there is no escape. But, here's what you do. The first thing you have to do is make an effigy out of the clay. As if guided by some unseen force, your hands quickly mold the clay into an effigy of the witch doctor. Use pins on clay. Please be more specific. How can you be more specific than use the pins on the clay? But it is actually no longer clay. No, you have to use the pins on the effigy. Okay. You see what I mean when I say you have to know what the fuck to do in order to not fuck up? Here's what you're actually supposed to say to do this part. You're supposed to be more specific by saying, stick pins into effigy. You feel as if something dark and sinister just happened. Well, he's dead. Right. So, look at Witch Doctor. Or Witch Doc. Dot. I fucked up and yet still said Witch Doctor. You are in the Witch Doctor's hut. You can see him writhing on the floor where you managed to incapacitate him. Wow, we really fucked him up that much, huh? We can open the door. And now we're free! Let's look around. We can find a little cage, a golden candle. We will take the golden candle. Now we have 72 points. We're nearing the end, and that's good news. But, what do we do now? This, you also wouldn't figure out, aside from a vague hint of that rat that keeps appearing. But what the fuck do you do? I mean, obviously you're thinking to trap the rat, right? But what do you do? Well, you put the sandwich you got from earlier into cage. And then, you go near the rat, you stay over here, wait for the rat to move his ass over to the cage, and then he goes in. So obviously, it'll work, right? But if you're watching, and I hope you're watching, when the rat attempts to go for the sandwich, he gets bumped off. That is because the fucking cage is not open. Open cage. Just kidding, it's already open. The rat's just fucking with us. It's all a waiting game, really. Once he's in, the mouse runs excitedly over to the little cage and starts eating the remains of the cheese sandwich. The cage slams shut, trapping the mouse inside it. And that's it. So now, we can take the cage. We now have a pet rat. Yay! So now we got all this shit. We got a candle. We've got... I don't think we got the effigy and the pins anymore. We got a rat in the cage. We got fucking a lot of shit. We got a blowpipe. We got darts that have poison, basically, or sleeping potion on it. Yeah, sleeping darts. And what do we do with all that shit? I mean, we gotta do something with it, right? Well, now it gets really specific. And that's saying a lot. I mean it. That is saying a lot what you have to do next. We have to go down. We have to exit the hut. Then we gotta exit the village. Then we gotta go left. Now, let's go left again. And now tap right twice to have him stop, because he can't stop normally. However, for better use, just go all the way to the left and all the way to the right, and he'll be where we need to be. Now, drop the cage. Before you continue and press OK, what you have to do next is shoot the elephant with the blowpipe and then open the cage. Like so. shoot elephant with blowpipe, and then open cage. Alright. The little elephant has scared the elephant. I mean, the little mouse has scared the elephant. I wish the fucking elephant was so. You watch in amazement as the elephant lumbers off in the direction of the stream. The effect of the sleeping potion in the dart is starting to have its effect on the elephant. It slows down and eventually stops right in the middle of the stream, damming the water completely. Don't believe me? Yep, it's asleep. So now we're almost done. No, really, we're almost done. We have literally a shitload of things completed now. But there's still some things we have to do, and, you know, we have to do them. So the first things first, we're going to go to where the waterfall is. Let's not worry about the ghost right now. And hey, the waterfall's gone, so let's go down the path. So, let's have a look. You are at the waterfall base. The water appears to have stopped running. Although the banks of the stream are too muddy to be negotiated, it looks like you might be able to make it across some stones to the base. And you can. So once you go all the way past the waterfall, you made it! You've arrived at the secret garden. The pool of rejuvenating water is here, amongst some very beautiful wild orchids, which have grown huge thanks to the magic powers of the water. So what you have to do here is, again, use an item from the airplane. Use flask on water. You get... Okay. Fill flask. Fucking hell. You fill the flask with the magical water. And that's it. You can leave now. And once you leave, this happens. Just in time! You can hear the thunder of water as the stream starts to flow again. The elephant must have awakened and moved off. And it's back to normal now. Right, we only have one thing left to do. The ghost. Let's go near the ghost. And now use the book. Use book. Or better yet, read. Can you... Thanks. Read book. You gather the bell and candle together and read the spell from the page in the old book. Whoosh! An icy blast of air sweeps past you as the evil spirit is banished for good. Hooah! Well, hi there. Ah, we meet again, my friend. Methinks I was a little hard on you the last time we met, so I fancy the table shall be turned this time. I know. Let us play a guessing game, but this time you will ask the questions and I will answer. If I answer correctly, you may pass. What a wonderful idea. Okay. Right. Hold something in your hands without showing me, and I'll have 3 guesses. Ready? Okay. Here's my first guess. Is it an elephant? No. This is trickier than I thought. No matter, I'll try again. Is it a jewel-encrusted egg? No, there's no such thing. Aha! In that case, I fancy I have the answer. Is it a flask of magic water? Yes, it is. Splendid! You win, my boy. Go upward on yonder's rocks, and you will emerge on the path to your sweetheart. Hurry now. The old man beckons you on. As you pass the old man, he whispers in your ear. Ah, I thought I'd never see my crystal ball again. I'll just take it off your hands. I really am most grateful to you, my boy. And that's it. And he winks at you, and that is it for him. And thus, you're on the other side, thank God. You can now leave and... Oh. Hey, Go Bucks and Go Blocks. Yes, you're nearing the end. Right. Use Flask on Penelope. You better work this time. Give Penelope Flask. You administer the remedy. And yes, we have 100% the game and beaten it. The rejuvenating powers of the magic water revive our sweet Penelope. The trip merrily back to the plane, fill it with gas from the spare tank, and fly off homeward into the sunset. And so we say farewell to Hugo and Penelope for the last time. Let's hope they make it home this time. And that's it! That's the Hugo Free Jungle of Doom game.